So you've cared for your crops every step of the way, and they're growing good, but they could be better. If your plants are lacking flowering sites, or maybe they're too small and they're not growing fast enough, don't worry, G.A.S has the solution for you. Global Air Supplies offers powerful plant stimulants that boost growth, yield and health. There are several types of stimulants, and today we'll be covering some of the best-selling and industry-leading ones. Root stimulants help your plants develop stronger, bigger root networks earlier on. Bigger roots basically mean more nutrient uptake, stronger plants and a greater resistance to both pests, diseases and stress. It's an all-round win. House and Garden offer 3 root stims: Root Stimulator 1, Roots Accelerator Gold and Roots Accelerator Silver, depending on what scenario you're working with. Boosters help plants grow through key development stages, and they help them power through deficiencies. Global Air Supplies offers a wide range of popular plant boosting brands. For example, Plant Magic offers Plant Magic Boost, which is a powerful biostimulant that increases your plant quality, increases your oil and your sugar production. Pretty good. Another example is House and Garden with House and Garden Bud Excel. Bud Excel basically works by redirecting the sugars and carbs within your plants to the flowering sites, which basically means that you get bigger and more abundant flowers, or fruits, depending on what you're growing. Last but not least, we've got Bloom Booster by Gold Label. It's a nitrogen and potassium solution which boosts your plants' hormones, vitality, and it contains a bunch of amino acids. This will basically boost your plant's growth through the flowering stage. PK Solutions offer phosphorus and potassium, 2 very important nutrients for plant growth. If you're after a PK, Plant Magic's got you covered. It's got 3 different PK solutions, be it the old-timer PK48, the Platinum PK918 or the PK1314, depending on what you're trying to grow and what you want to achieve. House and Garden's top boost is very similar to Plant Magic's PK1314, but it has a little bit extra iron for your plant's needs. If you want any more information on how to use these nutrients properly, all these brands offer feeding charts, which you can find on the Global Air Supplies website at globalair.supplies.co.uk. Check it out. Now let's go over to the grow room where you'll find Ian, and he'll tell you all about how to best apply these stimulants to get the most out of your grow.
So we've covered base nutrients, we've covered additives. What I want to do is talk about stimulants. So again, I've pulled a few stimulants out of a range and I want to go through them bit by bit. When you go into a grow store, you will be inundated with different manufacturers' way of creating stimulants, and everyone is as good as the next. Some are slightly better in certain areas, some are slightly worse. So what I'll start at the beginning, you've added the base nutrients and now you're gonna add your stimulants as you grow through your different stages of your plant growth. So everybody has a root stimulator. Root stimulator does exactly what it says on the tin. It will stimulate your roots to grow quicker, grow more fibrous, grow more airy. The bigger a root, the bigger the fruit, as they say. So it's about creating that great root mass on your plant. Out of all the ranges that we do sell here at Global Air Supplies, there is one standard which cannot be beaten in my opinion, and that is the Gold Roots from House and Garden. Been in the market for a long time. Nobody can copy this formula. They all say they've got a copy of the formula. They can't copy this. It's an absolutely stunning product. Dilution rate is like 0.3 ml per litre. A little goes a long way. It's a fantastic root stimulator. So if you're going to use a root stimulator from the House and Garden range, that is the one. But we all do different root stimulators in Plant Magic, House and Garden. They all do root stimulators. So you've got nice roots, you've got a really nice base nutrient in there. Now it's time if you need a veg booster. If you need a veg booster, it basically increases your nitrogen within the base nutrients. So if you've got a really big plant, you're growing mother plants, you need to have more nitrogen. You're growing under really high powered LEDs and forcing the plant to give you everything it can do. You're seeing a little bit of yellowing in the plants, then reach for a veg booster. Something like Veg Booster N, really high nitrogen based product from Gold Label. Fantastic product if you need that extra boost. So you've gone through your veg stage, you're now going into a flowering stage, you're using your base nutrients, you're coming out of using your veg nutrients and additives. Now you want to put a flowering additive in. There is so many flowering additives, I don't know where to start. but I'll start with Plant Magic. So Plant Magic will do a PK 13-14. This is added round about the 3rd or 4th week of flower. It creates an optical drought within the plant, stimulating that flower process. It's a PK based product, potassium and phosphate based. You only lose it for a short period of time within the flowering stage. Really good when you start your flowering, but then you always have a boost. So although it's not a flowering product as such, you'd use boost throughout your flowering stage. People say if a Plant Magic boost is better than the Canna Boost. Everybody knows Canna Boost is a really great product, but everybody says the Plant Magic boost is better value and a slightly better product. So we're looking for another flowering booster, or we've got Plant Magic Platinum PK 918, really power flowering booster. We sell it in smaller bottles like that because it's really dense, really heavy, and the dilution rate's fantastic. So if you want that extra boost when you're flowering, drop your platinum in there. It's an absolutely great product. I'm trying to think when you're using the Hygen, what you have with the Hygen is a PK top. Again, this is a PK booster. So you use this with the rest of your stimulants in your nutrients, with your base nutrients. This is the flowering booster. So you add that in there to get your better, stronger, more terps, better smelling product. Really great product to use in your Hygen range. So you've done that. So you've done your base, you've now gone your veg boosters, you've done your root boosters and your flowering boosters. So this is a bit of a small range that we carry. If you get to the end of the product's life and you really want to push to the extra flowering cycle of the plants, what you can do is drop in Top Shooter. Top Shooter is a liquid version of shooting powder. Really strong flowering additives. What it will do is create another flowering cycle on top of the existing flowering cycle. Really pushes the terps, really gets them really tasty, sticky. If you do use something like this, you're going to have to push it for at least 3 weeks after you use it, because you're going to create that extra flower on top of the existing flower. So another great product, but be careful with this one. It's super strong. So that's it for additives. There is so many additives. I could be here all day. We like the brands we sell. We know everything about them. Plant Magic, again, UK based formula, been around for a long time. Hygen's just celebrated its 30-year anniversary in Australia. We love the Hygen, or I love the Hygen more than most. You've got House and Garden, Dutch product, now manufactured in the US. Absolutely great quality product. And then you've got the Dutch-based Gold Label. Everybody sells Gold Label 60/40. Have a go with a nutrient. It's absolutely fantastic. So that's it for stimulants. Back to Carlos in the studio. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Ian. So to wrap it up, basically from weak stems to potassium deficient leaves, stimulants have got your back covered. So, want bigger yields? Want healthier plants? Check out our range of stimulants today. If you found this video helpful, leave us a like, drop a comment and tell us what your favourite stimulant is. We want to know. And if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more product focuses. Cheers, guys.